got patrol.
Welcome back to the Tartan basketball boys game. We're at the second game of the doubleheader. We had the girls and boys, or the girls game before this one, where the Tartan Titans absolutely dominated the Polars. This game's going to be much closer, as we got a Metro East matchup that's just dying to be a nail biter here. I'm John Miller. As always, we've been away for quite some time, so it's going to be back with you guys here at SEC TV. And I'm excited to call this rivalry game. Well, let's take a look at that rivalry. On March 7th in the 4-3A quarterfinals, North beat Tartan 49-47. A last-second shot by Anton Kimmins for Tartan was no good, and Tartan went on to lose to Cretin-Derham Hall in the next round. But as you can see, Tartan and North St. Paul have quite the rivalry building here, as both teams seem to flip who wins and who loses, besides in 2017 and 2016. But under Damian Johnson, the Polars have put up quite a fight against this Tartan Titan defense. As you can see, there's Damian Johnson right there. Damian Johnson, he spent 4 years at the University of Minnesota. He was Big Ten All-Defensive Team in 2009. He was two-time Southeast Asia Basketball League Defensive Player of the Year, 2015, 2016. And he's a three-time champion with two different teams, 2014, 2015, and 2016. He's got quite the pedigree, and he's doing big things with this Polar team. And then we have Mark Klinksporn. Mark Klinksporn for the Titans has been there since 1976. He graduated with Tartan, but he's been the head basketball boys coach since 1993. The last 26 years he's led this team, and I think it includes one state title. These guys are all amped up and ready to go, and this will be quite the match for you guys, as we got the District 622 rivalry coming up with the tip-off quite shortly. Let's check out the Metro East standings. North St. Paul, they lost their first 3 games. They've got 6-1 since. They got 2 conference wins, and Tartan's got 1 loss. So with the win, Tartan can jump over North St. Paul with this game. Tartan 9-2 overall. Anton Kimmins having a heck of a year so far. Let's look at our players to look for. We'll look at that later in the game. So let's get ready for the tip-off, as we've got number 12, Malik Toure, the 6'3" senior, going against Dante Agawame, the 6'4" senior for Tartan. And North will win the tip-off as Shahid Muhammad gets the ball, and he gets it out to Brendan Langford Johnson. Langford Johnson, the junior, drives to the lane, and he gets this one to go. Langford Johnson gets the 2. The 6'3" junior. So Kimmins has it now. Anton Kimmins committed to Idaho State University, and this ball's going to be out of bounds, headed towards North St. Paul. Langford Johnson's going to pass this one in. He'll get the ball back here, looking to set up this offense. DeJuan Carter sets the pick, averaging 31 points per game this year, having a heck of a season so far. See if he can get something going. He'll look for the running jumper, and that one's no good, but he is fouled. So DeJuan Carter will be getting 2 shots at the line. There's DeJuan Carter here, brand new, fresh new haircut. 31 points per game, one of the top scorers in the state so far this year. This kid is a senior, so colleges, if you're looking for a guy who can shoot the rock, this is a guy who can do it. Although he does miss right there, I think it just jinxed him. Nonetheless, North St. Paul up 2-0 after a Langford Johnson layup. Looking to make it 3 here on the second free throw by DeJuan Carter. He misses them both in a game where free throws might come down to being the difference. Agawame gets the ball out, and this one goes to Singer. Singer, quite the football player. This one's going to go to Agawame, out to Kimmins in the low post. He's going to shoot a fadeaway. That one's good. Kimmins gets his first 2 of the night. So DeJuan Carter, running jumper. This one does fall in after a rattle around the rim. DeJuan Carter gets his first 2 points of the game. We're 4-2 as we begin this first half. Kimmins driving the ball, great body control, doesn't get it to go. Rebound goes to Carter. Kimmins gets the loose ball and he's driving the other way. Carter steals it from him. Looking to set up the offense, he's gonna slow it down. Muhammad with the long three, there it is, that one's good. Muhammad with the three. The junior gets his first 3 points of the night. Folks, this is gonna be a lot different than the girls' game. This is gonna be a well-rounded game by both teams here. Dorian Singer, just a sophomore, had an outstanding year in football. Kearney trains the three. The junior gets his first 3 points of the night. Juwan Carter brings this ball up, splitting the defenders. Guy has the ball on the far side. Crosses up Kim and shoots the long three. That one no good. Rebound goes to McKeel Weems. McKeel Weems using all that 6'3" size, gets it back out to Kearney, who misses his second three of the game. Muhammad with the board, and he's gonna dribble into the corner. And he's got it fired down low, and that one's good. That's Ben Teagland getting his first 2 points of the night. Ben Teagland, quarterback for the Polars. A lot of football players here tonight, guys. Singer has it down low. He'll get out to Weems. Both these teams with a lot of size, a lot of players hovering around 6 feet or 6 feet higher. And what looked like a foul doesn't go. Singer, highly contested shot. Ball goes to North St. Paul. Muhammad will bring it up. Muhammad drives the lane. Too hard for number 12, Malik Toure, the senior. So Weems is looking to get this one into Kimmins. Kimmins comes in, and we're gonna have a substitution here. Looks like Toure is out, as well as Teagland. And that's number 4, McKeel Twyman coming in. Twyman. Twyman, third highest scoring player on this team, averaging 8.8 points per game so far this season. Long pass out to number 2, Kearney. Kearney will bring the ball up the court. And that's a three, no good there from Singer. Ball goes off Tartan. It's gonna be the North St. Paul ball. So Carter's gonna pass this one into Langford Johnson or Muhammad. Looks like we're gonna get a full court press here from Tartan. Langford Johnson will bring it up. One thing about North St. Paul's, they got a lot of ball handlers. They're not as tall as they were last year. They're still tall, but they have some big guys who can handle the rock. And this one from Muhammad, feeling it. He misses the three. That one was from NBA range, maybe even 5 feet farther than that. Kimmins brings the ball up. He's got the Singer. Singer contested shot. Looked like a foul. Nonetheless, rebound goes to Twyman. Muhammad, he shot a three from there last possession. Dribbles into the corner. We're gonna get a foul here. That one's going on Kearney, his first of the game. 9-5 here, 14 minutes left in the first half of the District 622 rivalry. Langford Johnson has it, gets it out to Muhammad on the far side. He puts up another one from three. He's got it. Muhammad with 6 points on the night. Kimmins, not to be outdone here. Kimmins puts up the three himself, and that one's good. Showing off that D1 range. Kimmins with 5 points so far on the night. Contested shot right here. Let's watch this. Brings it up. Stop and pop, shoots that one in. 3-pointer. Showing you why he's going D1, folks. This kid's got it all. A lot of these guys got it all. This is a great matchup here. There's Kimmins, 22.5 points per game this year. He's been playing outstanding. He's been playing outstanding his whole career. That was his 1,000th point, I believe, here at Tartan. So congratulations to him. What a huge moment for the young man. As I talked about going to play basketball here at the D1 level. And let's not forget, he had quite the football acumen this year as well. I mean, he had a lot of rushing touchdowns, helped this Tartan team go a long way, going to the state tournament, I believe. So Carter's looking for length for Johnson. Johnson will bring it up. Johnson good with that left hand, just as he is good with the right, excuse me. Looks like we're gonna foul here. Not too sure who that's on. Let's wait for the ref to call this one in. Looks like that one's on Weems. So Carter's gonna pass this one in. 12-8, North St. Paul over the Titans. Langford Johnson on the far side. Drives the lane, and he's gonna get called for the charge. Kimmins drew the charge. Great defense right there. He got up in Langford Johnson's face. He's ready to go. That's how much this rivalry is to these two folks. This one is huge. You see the charge right there. Kimmins will bring it up. He's driving the lane. Gets it poked out by Muhammad. Tartan ends back up with the ball. Singer's got it on the far side. Picks up his dribble, gets it out to Kimmins. Kimmins back out to Singer. Singer looking to make something happen. He had a guy wide open, but he threw it away, and it was tipped out. And that one's saved by North St. Paul. Goes out to Tartan. Kimmins has got it on the fast break now. Shoots a three. That one's no good. Rebound goes to Aaron Murphy, the 6'4" junior. Muhammad's got it. Murphy averaging 3.2 points per game this year. Pass into Langford Johnson, the top of the post. Long three from DeJuan Carter, in and out. This team has range, folks. Those will fall eventually. Kimmins gets it over to Singer, who's wide open for a three. He gets that one to go. Singer puts his first 3 points on the night, cuts the lead to 1. For the Polars. Langford Johnson driving the lane. He's got it to go. That's Kimmins driving the lane, puts it up, no good. Heck of a move there. Body control by Kimmins, just couldn't get enough oomph on it. Carter for deep. He nails it. 5 points now for DeJuan Carter. Folks, he's 26 away from his season average. We're gonna be saying his name a lot more. Another new player in, number 11. Number 0, excuse me, Latrell Wells in for Tartan. Weems gets it over to Wells. Wells just driving it. Blocked. That was nothing but ball by Muhammad, but he gets called for the foul. Ooh, I'm not too sure about that one, folks. Nonetheless, Wells comes in the game, drives the lane. He's going to be going up for 2. Let's watch this one. Great camera work. Ooh, that looked like all ball to me, folks. Nonetheless, Wells has a point here, is going to be able to cut this lead down to 1 if he can make both free throws. Down to 2, excuse me. Ooh, not the prettiest of free throw shots. So Wells starts 0 for 1 from the line. A lot of substitutions in here for the Polars. We got Zimpel, Teagland, as well as Thomas in the game for North St. Paul. Lots of depth on this team, giving the Stars a little bit of a break. Wells misses both, but the rebound goes to Weems. Tartan gets the offensive rebound. Gets it down to Wells. Over to Singer. Wells on the near side. Gets it back out to Kearney from deep. That one rattles in and out. Wells, the big boy, using that big body. And North St. Paul's fighting over it against each other, and they're going to travel. They had 4 defenders there, and I think they thought that the Tartan player was there, but nonetheless, there's a travel on the floor. Latrell Wells, a 6'2" senior, but he looks like a man amongst men, or amongst boys down there. He's a big guy. But now he's being guarded by Ben Teaglin, the 6'3" sophomore quarterback. Laron Thomas gets the rebound. Muhammad's got it, crosses over the defender, puts it up with his left. That one's no good. Great tip drill by North St. Paul going on here. You rarely see that in high school basketball. It's got to be from head coach Damian Johnson. Great practicing. And unfortunately, they don't get anything to go. And wide open at the end of the lane is Kearney. He gets 2. Kearney now up to 5. So Muhammad is in the game. North St. Paul does have their leading scorer, DeJuan Carter, in the game as well. And they'll get this one out to Teaglin, afraid to shoot. This one goes out to Muhammad, in and out. And that one's going to stay North St. Paul basketball as it was tipped out by McKee Weems. So we have Langston Baines coming in the game, number 22. We'll have Solomon Whalen coming in the game. Solomon Whalen, quarterback. A lot of football here. Ooh, almost over and back. Muhammad setting up the offense. Passes by Whalen, gets a nice hold of the lane. He's fouled on the way up. It's going to be 2 shots for Muhammad. Shaheed Muhammad, the 5'11" junior. So Muhammad looking to shoot 1. North St. Paul had a really tough start to their schedule. They had East Ridge, White Bear Lake, and Ag Creek and Durham Hall. All great teams. They lost to all 3. The only one they got blew out by East Ridge to start the year, as Muhammad misses the first. But since then, they've been 6-1, beating good teams like Woodbury, De La Salle, as well as Hastings on Tuesday. Muhammad makes the second, so Muhammad now up to 7. So Kimmons brings the ball up. Wells sets the pick. From deep, that one's no good off the backboard. Not a great shot there from Kimmons, just a little too hard, or really too hard. Langford Johnson with the crossover, he gets it out to the wing. 3-pointer, no good by Zippel. Kimmons bringing the ball up, great body control, gets that one to go. Kimmons with 7. Langford Johnson bringing the ball up. 16-15 now. We're under 10 minutes, about to be under 9. And Langford Johnson tries to get too cocky with it. Passes the ball straight to the defender, and then he gets called for the foul.
Fouls on North, number 32, Ben Teaglin.
That foul's actually on Teaglin and not Langford Johnson. So we're going to get some substitutions in. Kimmons brings the ball up, gets it out to Weems, over to Whalen. Whalen gets it down to Kimmons, almost at the low block. He's triple teamed, gets it out to Whalen. Pass hit by Muhammad. That's number 22, Laron Thomas. He puts it in. Langston Binns, excuse me. So he gives Tartan their first lead of the night. Muhammad goes up for the foul, and Whalen gets called for the blocking. Just moved the feet a little too much there for Whalen. So Muhammad is going to the line for 2, looking to tie the game, and maybe even take the lead.
Muhammad shoots 2.
First one ties the game. Can take the lead with the make on this free throw. Muhammad averaging 15.9 points per game this year, makes both, and he's up to 9 points already in this game. So quite the effort from Shaheed Muhammad. So let's take a look at these teams' upcoming schedules. North St. Paul goes on to take on Hill Murray in the next game, but one of the bigger games you're going to see will be on the call for January 25th at Matamidi. That's going to be one to watch. We're going to have Dwan Carter and Langford Johnson go against Javon Hadley of Matamidi. Quite the star over there. Let's take a look at Tartan's upcoming schedule. Big game against St. Thomas Academy. And then quite an easy schedule until on the 31st. They go on to play Matamidi. We'll be on the call for that game as well. So we'll have Kimmins versus Hadley. Quite the matchup. So they play North St. Paul again on the 12th of February. So lots of basketball to be played here, folks, and we'll have a lot of that coverage for you, and we're really excited to get it. Lots of great basketball by our Fab Four teams here at SEC TV. And we already got a good game of brewing here in this District 622 rivalry, 18-17, 8:26 left to go here on January 11th, 2019. Quite a long timeout here. Let's see how both these teams are, come out of this timeout. Halftime, we do have an interview that I conducted with Damian Johnson before the season started. We were going to put it on Sports Path. We had to cancel Sports Path. So we will have that interview for you at halftime of this game. So you want to stick around at halftime if you want to know a lot more about the former Gopher and now North St. Paul head coach. So pass comes into Kimmins. Have a small press here by Carter. Carter, lots of cardio by that young man on that press right there. So Kimmins has the ball. Gets it out to Benz. Menz out to Weems. Gets it out to Kimmins for three. That one's no good. Langford Johnson with the rebound, and they're going to call that one off of Langston Benz as he swats it out. Really thought that one could have been called for a foul. The refs are letting these guys play today. So Twyman gets it into Langford Johnson, brings the ball up the court. Aaron Murphy in the game now for North St. Paul. And there's number 22, Thomas. Puts the shot, no good. Kimmins double teamed off the rebound. Gets it off to Agawame. Whalen's got it on the far side. Picks up the loose ball after he tries to pass it, swat it away. Kimmins has it now. Looking to slow it down and set up that offense. Benz gets it over to Weems. Benz from deep. No good. Whalen with the offensive board. Kimmins gets back out to Whalen. Whalen for three. That one's no good. Lots of close missed threes here for Tartan. Carter with the spin move going up. Aaron's shot. We're gonna get a blocking foul on Langston Benz. So that's gonna set up two for Dwan Carter. Carter with 5 points already in this game. First one's good. Singers coming in for Benz. And Toure for North St. Paul is coming in the game for Thomas. 6 points for Carter so far, looking to make it 7 on the second attempt, and that one's good. 2 for 2 from the line after starting 0 for 2 to start the game. Well, now you got the two stars of the teams. Kimmins on Carter, Carter on Kimmins. Set out, Whalen's got it now. Kimmins, back out to Whalen. Over to Weems. Whalen gets it down, tackle Warmai, loses the ball, ends up with Carter, he throws it to Singer. No good on the threes, nothing but threes in this game. That's the way the game is going. And a foul called. I'm not sure on who. There's 3 guys that could have been called on, but Weems is going to the line for 2. Looks like we're going to get number 5. That's Aaron Murphy. So Weems looking for his first points of the game at the free throw line and in the game in general. First one, no good. Looking to cut this lead to 2.
Weems shoots 1.
20-17, 6:35 left to go in the first half. Weems gets the second one for his first point of the night. Cuts the lead to 2. Langford Johnson bringing up the ball for North St. Paul. The long 3 for Muhammad, no good. Singer with the board. So bring it up himself, and Kimmins really wants the ball, so he's gonna get the ball and bring it up. Being guarded by Muhammad. Dribbles to the near side, gets it out to Singer. Singer gets it out to Kimmins. Singer. Wells. Singer now. Back to Kimmins, over to Singer. Wells has it on the near side. Throws a long pass to Kimmins, and he's got it at the top of the key, and he drives a lane, and that should be a charge, and they're gonna call a blocking foul. What was it? I think Aaron called here, but they're gonna call a blocking foul on number 12, Aaron Toure. Kimmins just kind of went in reckless, even though the defender was moving his feet a little bit. So Whalen comes out of the game. Kearney comes back in. And he's gonna shoot a 3. And he misses. And there's Murphy. Oh, excuse me. Toure with his first 2 points of the game. Got Wells down low, and he gets stuffed by Murphy. Langford Johnson gets it out to Carter. Carter gets the ball stolen from him by Weems. Weems, great body control, gets the layup to go. Weems gets his 3rd points of the night. Tartan is 4 for 14 off 3s, gets the steal. Weems, close to the basket, gets the reverse layup to go. Weems, a heck of the last 2 possession, gets himself up to 5 points for the night. And this one's a timeout by North St. Paul. Folks, I want to remind you, you can always volunteer here at scctv.org, whether you want to run a camera, you want to learn how to run a truck for broadcasts. You can do that all. Call Arlen Becker at the number listed on the screen and email Arlen at arlen@scctv.org. And there's a handsome cameraman right there. I mean, if you're a cameraman, you can also grow a great beard. He's calling Arlen right now, I think. But anyways, you can always volunteer, free food, great stuff going on, whether you're a parent or somebody who's just looking to get in the broadcasting business, the TV business. This is a good way to get you started. There's, another great cameraman. So we got North St. Paul coming out of the timeout. Langford Johnson getting his dance moves on. He's getting ready to receive the ball here. He's got the ball. 22-22, all tied up after that Weems reverse layup that forced Coach Damian Johnson for North St. Paul to call a timeout. So Langford Johnson had a groin injury to start the year. He's gonna try the lane, he's got a lane to do it. Nice little finger rolled layup. Langford Johnson gets his 4th point of the game. Kimmins has it, back out to Singer. Singer gets it out to Kimmins for another 3 there from Kearney. 4 for 15 now from 3. Weems gets it up to Singer. Singer for 3. 5 for 16. Singer, 6 points of the night, both coming from 3s. Missed layup there, and Singer's got a 2-on-2 fast break, and he uses his shoulder. Weems will be shooting 2 after he gets the offensive board. Oh, it looks like they're going to call this on the floor.
North foul, 32, Ben Teagle.
Nope, they're going to call it shooting. That one's on Teagle, his second of the game. So Weems five points here, looking to make it 6. And he's got it. Tartan with the 2-point lead. Weems gets the second one to go. Now up to 7 points and a 3-point lead for Tartan, their biggest one of the night. Juwan Carter has it for North St. Paul at the top of the key. Gets it out to Langford Johnson on the far side. Muhammad looking to square for the 3, nothing there, so he drives it. And that one's gonna be an and one. Defender was too close to the hoop. Unless that would have been a charge if he wasn't in the key. So this is gonna be almost, this could be a 3-point play for Muhammad. North St. Paul 5 for 8 on free throws so far. 11 points for Muhammad so far. Can make it 12 if he completes this 3-point play. A lot of playmakers here on this North St. Paul team. It was really a lot of Good News Capigal last year, who's going on to play D1 basketball next year at Kansas State after he played at a kind of a little recruitment camp team. And he gets that second one to go. 12 points for Muhammad. All tied up now for North St. Paul and Tartan. Folks, we told you this is going to be a good game, and it is not disappointed yet. The 6-22 rivalry is coming one to watch. One of the best rivalries, I would say, in the state. Kimmins looking like he wants to make some plays, and he does. He gets to Weems down low. Weems with another 2 points. He's up to 9. Tartan back up by 2. Langford Johnson looking to cut that deficit down to 0. Muhammad with the block. I don't know how that was a block. Defender was perfectly still. Nonetheless, Muhammad's going to go to the line for 2. Really thought that was a charge. Coach Klingsporn doesn't look too happy that that was called a foul on them, but nonetheless, a lot of ball game left. Can't be affected by fouls. As you can see, quite the scowl on his face right there. Muhammad misses the first. Sometimes they call that basketball karma, and if he misses the second one, it really is basketball karma. Packed house here today at Tartan. Some standing room. But this is a matchup that's going to be one to watch for a long time, folks. Gets the second one to go. Muhammad's now up to 13. Muhammad came into the game averaging almost 16 points per game. This one's stolen by Juwan Carter. Carter gets it blocked. And that one's swatted away, and Weems is driving down the court. Langford Johnson with a great defense setup, swung out to Singer. Singer misses the 3. Kimmins gets the board. Muhammad was touching the ball, so it's out of bounds. Kimmins giving the ref a little butt tap there. You like to see that, you know, good, you know, great call, ref. Kimmins looked to pass the ball in there. Out to Whalen, over to Weems. Kimmins, Singer. Now back up to Kimmins. Kimmins gets the 3 to rattle out. Muhammad slows it up, brings up the ball. Great ball control there. Coach Damian Johnson has these guys well coached up, I tell you what. Muhammad gets the easy 2 as he burns by Weems. He's now up to 15 on the night. Kimmins over to Singer. North St. Paul takes the lead with that 2 points, 30-29. 1:31 left to go in the half, folks. This one will come down to the end, I guarantee it. Carter, not gonna let Kimmins have it easy. Over to Whalen. Back out to Whalen, he shoots the three, that one's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Whalen gets his first 3 points of the game. And he gives Tartan a 2-point lead. Muhammad really making things happen, quite the playmaker here. And we're gonna get a foul. This one on Kimmins with the reach in. Muhammad making things happen for this team. So we have Kearney coming in for Twyman. We're going to have Wells coming in for Kearney. And we're in the 1-and-1 here, folks. And the first one's good. So 16 points now for Muhammad. Muhammad, junior. Gets it up to 17. This young man has scored the last 6 points for North St. Paul. Tied up with under a minute left to go. Singer on the near side gets back out to Kimmins, over to Whalen, who hit a 3 on the last possession. Over to Singer, he puts it down to Weems. Kimmins was right open at the top of the key. Instead chooses to drive it. Gets fouled on the way up. This one, foul occurred by Aaron Murphy. And Kimmins goes to the line for 2. Kimmins. 3 points on the night. Now 4. Excuse me, 6 points on the night. And he gets the second one to go, so he's got 7 points here. Carter bringing the ball up, gets errant with it. Kimmins gets the steal, and he's got a dunk. Throw it down. Wow, he's got the crowd amped up here at Tartan High School. Kimmins amped up, now up to 9 points. Watch this one, folks. Carter gets reckless with it. Kimmins throwing it down. What a play by the young man. So Tartan up by 4, their largest lead of the night. Carter looks to put up the 2. Carter playing not within his game, playing very errant. A lot of long threes. Dribbles off the foot, it's gonna stay Tartan basketball. So Carter not having too great of a game here tonight, playing very reckless. Not what you expect to see from a guy averaging 31 points per game. Might be pressing a little too much. This is a big game, big crowd. And that one's tipped in by Weems. Weems up to 11. And that's half, folks. That one's not going to count. So we're going to go into halftime. Tartan 38, North St. Paul 32. And like I promised before, a couple minutes ago, we got the Damian Johnson package. When I sat down and I talked with him, and I picked his brains about his pro career.
At North St. Paul High School, the 2018-2019 basketball season is about to begin. The Polars are coming off a season where they had a 22-4 overall record and a 15-1 conference record to win the Metro East Conference.
Here, he shoots it up, air ball.
After winning in the first round of the section playoffs over Tartan, they lost in the second round against Creighton-Durham Hall, who eventually went on to win the state championship.
Yeah, I felt like it was good. We could have went further than I thought, but that was a good season. I like that. That was all right.
Last year, I liked it. We played defense. We knew how to play together, and we defended really well, and we didn't care about who scored. We all knew our roles, and especially with Good News being the top prospect he is, we all knew everything was going through him, and that we can succeed off of him.
So just outstanding matchups between these
The
two
Polars
teams.
will be missing a big piece of their squad this year as guard Good News Capego has graduated and signed with Kansas State to play Division I basketball.
To get a win here.
And then, of course, North St. Paul is under their first-year head coach, Damian Johnson, the former Gopher, and I think you'll have a little bit more about that, Sam.
Expectations have been set high in North St. Paul after a great year, and that's because of the coaching job by no other than former Gopher star Damian Johnson.
We kind of stopped playing defense way back here. We're giving them a full head of steam to come at us.
He learned a lot from a college basketball national champion coach in Tubby Smith.
Coach Smith taught me a lot of life lessons. A lot of his stuff, I'm a little more loose than Coach Smith as a coach, but as far as, being stern about being on time, doing things the right way, just having that integrity character part, he really instilled it with all of our guys, even talking to them now. Set the re-screen. He just built characteristics that are going to last for a lifetime. He did a great job of just helping us grow to be men.
His professional basketball career took him on quite the journey.
Right after I graduated, I played NBA Summer League with Miami Heat. Then, from there I signed my first contract in a Japanese basketball league, making, just first experience getting paid to play basketball. It was great, loved it. I love being able to experience new culture, so being able to play outside the country was just, it was a blessed experience because I got to learn a lot of new things.
After Japan, he went on to play in the NBA Developmental League. He eventually took a break from basketball, choosing to stay home and focus on his growing family.
This team in Australia, the Mount Gambier Pioneers, decided to sign me a contract, and they brought my family in with me, so that made it made everything a lot easier, and I got a chance to play basketball again. I won my first championship ever. We had a pretty good team. We ended up going back-to-back championships, and then my last year I signed to a contract with the team. Mount Gambier's rival team, which didn't go well with the people from Mount Gambier, but I signed a contract with them, and then we ended up winning a championship, so I ended up getting 3 championships in a row.
Although an Achilles injury forced Damian to retire, his dreams of going to the NBA aren't over just yet.
I look at it as I didn't make it as a player. There's still got time for me to be a coach, GM. I just feel like I'm never going to give up on that dream. That's still something I'm going to pursue one day. And I'm never, right now I'm building the foundation for me as a coach to be prepared for when I make that next step to jump to college or the NBA level.
His players not only value his coaching insight, they also respect him dearly.
You want to sprint ahead because you know you got somebody trapping.
Every time he talks, I always listen because I know he played at the highest level, played in the Big Ten, Defensive Player of the Year. He won national championships overseas. So every time he says something, we all die on it.
Smacked by 2 18s.
He just competitive. He makes us want to you just give that vibe. You want to do it for him. You want to play for him. He's that type of person that you want to do something for him. So he just gives that boost.
What lies ahead for the Polars in this upcoming year?
I feel like we can win 20 games this year. As long as we defend and rebound, we should be pretty fine.
We can go to state. I think we can go to state. I think we could win, but that's a challenge to win. But we can go far.
Go win the conference. I think we can win state. After we win sections, I think we could do both. I feel like right now we got enough in here to win 75% of the games.
This Friday, December 5th, the Polars have a tough task as they travel to Woodbury to take on the #1 ranked East Ridge Raptors to open their season.
In there, so tomorrow morning, let's go. 1, 2, 3, family.
John Miller, University Report.
Yeah, I actually shot that interview with Damian Johnson and the rest of the North St. Paul basketball team. That was actually supposed to be a season preview for North St. Paul, but we weren't able to air it on Sports Path because our Sports Path got canceled, but we are bringing it to you now. So that's a little bit about Damian Johnson. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So let's go into the stats. Now Tartan's up 38-32 over the Damian Johnson-led Polars. In the first half, Tartan does not have the advantage on the free throw line. North St. Paul's 9 of 13, Tartan's 5 of 8. At the three-point line, both these teams shooting about 33% as North St. Paul's 3 of 10. Tartan 6 of 19. Only 3 turnovers for North St. Paul, but Tartan only has 1. And that will do it for your first half statistics. A lot of great play, a lot of great matchup here. Weems has 11 points for Tartan. He's the leading scorer, and Muhammad is the leading scorer for North St. Paul with 17. And the players to watch for tonight, DeJuan Carter has 7 points, and Anton Kimmins has 9 points. So that's how we got to where we got in the first half. We'll see you shortly after the break.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I heard the best is yet to come, or maybe it has come and gone. Let's not get carried away.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Welcome back to the second half of the Tartan Titans taking on the North St. Paul Polars in the District 622 matchup. And the band's still playing, and this second half is about to get underway. Heck of a game so far. McGill Weems with 11 points for Tartan, leading the way. Anton Kimmins with 9. DeJuan Carter with 7 for North St. Paul, but Shahid Muhammad, the junior, has 17, getting North St. Paul what they need so far. Just a 4-point game here as we head into the second half. It should be quite the matchup for you guys. As you know, we are live here on SEC TV, and there's Coach Mark Klingsporn. Got to wonder what he told his guys. Great first half, keep it going in the second half. And Singer will look to pass it into Kimmins, being guarded by Carter. Quite the matchup here between two great players. Kimmins, D1 basketball player, full ride scholarship to Idaho State. Could get better offers as the season rolls along. Langford Johnson gets the steal. Great defense by North St. Paul. He'll bring it up the court, slow it down. Langford Johnson being guarded by Weems. Weems quite athletic. Malik Toure. Is that one knocked out of bounds? Langford Johnson looks to pass it in. Gonna throw this one into Teaglin, out to Langford Johnson on the near side here. Carter looking to make something happen. Didn't have the best first half. It's the running floater to go. He's now up to 9. 2-point game now. 17-15 left to go. Kearney. Singer has it now. Back out to Kimmins. Now up to Kearney. Kearney can't hit the 3. Womai gets it to Weems, out to Kearney. Kearney, beautiful coming off his hands. Kearney now up to 8 points on the game. Langford Johnson gets a little bit of a pickle, able to get out of it. Carter's got the ball now. He's got Kearney on him. Quite the size differential between those two. He throws it up, and that one's good. Carter now up to 11. Carter averaging 31 points per game, 20 away from that right now. He'll really have to take over the second half. Singer has it on the far side. Singer kind of trapped there. Singer wide open now. He's got the 3. Airballed it. Kimmins stops and pops. Totally misses on that one. Rebound goes to Muhammad. Muhammad will bring the ball up now. He's going to drive it. Slips out of his hands. Womack gets it, but he falls down. Ball goes to Weems. This one by Kearney. Kearney really heat check right there. He misses that one. Teaglin goes down on the rebound. Rebound went to Toure. Carter from half court bricks it. Coach Damian Johnson not happy with that 3. The blocking foul now on Muhammad. I don't know why Carter took that 3. If you're Damian Johnson, that's one of those where you might gotta take the guy out of the game or let him know you can't take those shots in a game like this, especially when Tartan's got their biggest lead of the game so far, up by 5. And Kimmins is at the line for 2 more. Kimmins gets his 10th point of the game. Looking to make it 11 here and a 7-point lead. And he's got it. 11 points now for Kimmins. And Aaron inbounds pass, and that one's smacked out. Stolen away. And Tartan's got the ball. Can make this a 9-point game. I think Coach Johnson's got to call a timeout here. This lead could get a little bigger. Tartan loves to shoot 3. Wells is in the game now. No look pass to Weems from Kearney. Back out to Kimmins. Over to Singer. Fans calling air ball on Singer every time he touches the ball after he missed that one. Kimmins gets it out to Kearney. Kearney for the 3. That one's good. They got the lead up to 10. Kearney with 11 points. North St. Paul has to get something going here. And we're going to get a foul on Tartan. Missed three-pointer there by Toure if no foul was called.
Tartan foul number 0 with Wells.
Wells gets called for the foul. Carter's going to look to pass this one in. Not the second half North St. Paul wanted to start with, but exactly the start Tartan wanted. They're on an 8-4 run here. Muhammad, the start of the first half, nothing going. Carter airballs the three. Don't know what he's doing on the court, and that one's going to go out of bounds. He's lucky that happened. Weems didn't need to go catch that ball. They're saying it was tipped. I do not believe so. Carter really has to make some better decisions here. Going against Kearney, great spin move. Doesn't get the running jumper to go. Kearney throws it out to Singer. Singer gets it back out to Kearney. Kearney stops and pops. No good on the three. Toure driving the ball now. And they're going to call this one a charge. Great defense there by Kimmons. His second drawn charge of the night. Watch this, folks. This is how you play defense. Perfect. Set your feet. Let the guy come to you. So Laurent Thomas is in the game now. Teaglin out. Twyman is in. Muhammad gets the steal. And he's going to go to the line for two.
Tartan foul on the foul in number 30, Shaheed Muhammad, shoots 2.
Muhammad looking to get his 18th point of the night, and he doesn't. Let's see if he can get it on the second attempt. Missing the first attempt, he gets the second one to miss as well. Stuck at 17 points, Muhammad is. Came into the half with 15. Only 2 points in 4 minutes so far. Kimmons going against Muhammad. Getting it out to Singer. Singer all day to shoot this three, no good. Muhammad gets the rebound. This kid's been all over the court tonight, and I think North St. Paul is a bright young player in Shaheed Muhammad. Muhammad averaging 15.9 points per game. Tries to throw it in, didn't know what to do with it, and it goes off Tartan. It's going to stay North St. Paul ball. Let's see if it really did go off Tartan right here. Yep, looked like that was the right call by the referee. Wells smacked that one away. Twyman was not happy on that last play. So let's check out our upcoming broadcast, folks. For the first time, it feels like forever. We got Sports Back coming right back at you live Wednesday, January 16th, live at 7 p.m. Don't miss it. But if you do, you can always check it out on YouTube. And then on the 25th, we have Matamidi versus North St. Paul basketball game. That is one you don't want to miss. And then if you feel like checking out VACTV.org, the Stillwater channel, and it's also live online. If you look up their website, they'll have girls hockey live, Stillwater versus White Bear Lake. And then on the 29th, we got girls basketball, and then we wrap up the month of January with another basketball game. Brian Munter helped, he had a great assist in that last girls game. He got the ball down from the rafters to keep the game going in a game that was, I think, won by 60-something points by the Tartan girls, who had a heck of a game. Nonetheless, let's get back to the boys. Muhammad's driving the lane. Nice bucket there by Muhammad. He's up to 19. Muhammad, the leading scorer in the game so far. Carter, who came in the game averaging 31, is only at 11. Kimmons. Kearney gets back out to Kimmons. Great defense so far by North St. Paul in this play. I wonder where they got it from. Their head coach, Damian Johnson, that's for sure. Kimmins gets it into Weems. Out to Singer, wide open for the three. Gets that one to go. Singer up to 9 points now. All 3-point shots. He's got 3 3-pointers that made it. Carter with another long three gets this one to go. Carter's up to 14. Just what North St. Paul needed, only down by 8 now. Gonna need a little bit of a run here. Kearney shoots the three. He's been hot, he gets that one to go. He's got 14 now, mostly from threes. He's got 4 threes and 1 2-pointer. This kid is on fire. We got a technical foul on Joseph Kearney. Not too sure what the technical foul was. Number 2, Joseph Kearney, called for the technical. Not sure what happened, but Coach Klingsporn's going to bench him. Got to imagine he got a little cocky there. That's what my guess is after the made 3-pointer. And Coach Klingsporn's letting him have it. He's calming him down or letting him know. Carter's up to 15 now. And he gets them both. So he's up to 16. So not only do they get the 2 free throws, they get the ball back, so they can cut this 9-point deficit now down to 7 or 6. Let's see if they can take advantage of the boneheaded move by Kearney. Langford Johnson will bring it up. Carter. Carter gets fouled by Whalen. Whalen just gets a little too handsy there while Carter is trying to drive the hoop. That's his 2nd foul of the game. Carter gets this one into Langford Johnson. Langford Johnson back out to Carter. He's got a hole. He crossed him up. A long running jumper. He's going to get his own rebound. Puts the ball back up. Rebound again. Almost an and one opportunity there for Murphy. Nonetheless, he's going to go to the line for 2. Looking to cut this lead to 7. He makes both. Let's see if he can do it, folks. Tartan playing a pretty sound second half so far, nailing lots of 3-pointers. First one's good. Murphy's first point of the night. Ref telling the players something down there in the free throw lane. Gets the second one to miss, so Murphy stuck at 1-point lead, cut down to 8. Kimmins slowing up the offense for Tartan. Reach in there by number 22, LaRon Thomas.
North foul, number 22, LaRon Thomas.
So Whalen will look to pass this one in. Gets this one out to Weems. Oh, he almost was set up there for a beautiful play. Weems throws it back out. Gets stolen by Langford Johnson. Langford Johnson gets it to LaRon Johnson. LaRon Johnson gets the easy 2 to go. LaRon Thomas, excuse me. Ball tipped out there by North St. Paul to stay with Tartan. Whalen coming to pass it in. And you can see the great haircuts right there by those 2 young men. Very similar, could be twins. Kimmins has the ball, looking to get something going for Tartan here. Nice block there. Nobody there for North St. Paul, so we get a 2-pointer there from Agawamai, who's there for his 2 points of the game. Lead back up to 8. Langford Johnson, not as aggressive as he was last year. Not really, he'll bring up the ball, but you're not seeing him take a lot of shots, drive the hoop. Beautiful carry right there by Thomas. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the bucket to go. Kimmins is going up the other way. Whalen's got it now on the near side. Back to Young Woman. Over to Kimmins. Weems in the low post. Jump. Ooh, what I thought would be a jump ball is called a foul. On Langford Johnson.
Back to ball game for the Polars, number 30, Shaheed Muhammad.
Shaheed Muhammad back in the game now. Thomas out. Nice defense right there by Langford Johnson. Not enough though, as Kimmins misses a shot but gets his own layup, or gets his own rebound to get the layup. Kimmins now up to 13. And the ball stolen away. Kimmins will have another attempt at it. Lord have mercy! Weems up to 13 on the alley-oop. So it's getting out of hand. Tartan's up by 12. North St. Paul needs to answer. Langford Johnson from deep, misses it. And it's picked up and corralled in by DeJuan Carter. Carter up to 18. Woman. Over to Kimmins on the far side. Weems gets 15 points on the night with that low post bucket. Carter driving the lane. Looks like we're gonna have a foul on the ground, a push off by Whalen. Believe that's Whalen's third foul of the game. Let's look at this dunk. Woo! Nothing Langford Johnson could do on that one. Weems is quite the athlete. Beautiful dish there by Kimmins. You know those two practice that, you know, for the past few years. These two have ups. Langford Johnson in to Carter. Carter gets the ball to go. Unfortunately, doesn't go in. He's gonna go to the line for two.
Fouls on Tarts, number 11, Solomon Whalen.
Whalen gets his fourth foul of the game. So Carter looking for two. Looking for his 19th and 20th point of the game. There's 19.
Checking in for North, number 4, McKeel. Twyman in for Tart, number 2, Joseph.
Twyman coming in for Zimple. Kearney in for Whalen. Whalen in foul trouble one more and he's out. Carter looking to cut this lead to 10. And he does. Now 20 points on the night. Now the leading scorer for for North St. Paul, Muhammad with 19, Carter with 20. Binns back in the game. Gets it to Kearney. Kearney wide open for three. He can stroke it. He's got it. Kearney now up to 17 points on the game. North St. Paul calls the timeout. Kearney came into the game averaging 11 points. Kearney has 5 3-pointers on the night. This kid is outstanding. He's simply sensational. Having the game of his life right now in a game that he needed to against this very tough North St. Paul team. But this Tartan team right now is looking even tougher with that 9-2 record in their first 11 games of the year. You can see the crowd isn't too antsy over there. So you see that kid's pointing out the camera. Let's watch Kearney. You know, great stop. And Pop gets it to go. The game is moving towards a lot of 3-pointers now, even in high school. It's trickling down from the pros all the way to high school. Even in the youth leagues, it's all about threes. It's the high percentage shots. There's no point taking long 2-pointers anymore when, you know, the success for those are less than threes. Like, it just, that's where we're seeing the game go. It's either easy buckets on the inside or 3-pointers. Yeah, those North St. Paul fans can't be too happy on what they're talking about. They're like, what? Who's that technical on? All right, let's see if this timeout could work from Damian Johnson. He's got to get these guys going. I tell you what, this Tartan team has a lot of athletes on it, a lot of big guys, a lot of football players. They're going to be a force to reckon with, I think, in 4A basketball this year. So Weems is guarding Langford Johnson. Carter with the pick. We're going to have a foul on Binns with a little reach around. Too much body on that one. 63-50, Tartan with their biggest lead of the night. 8:49 left to go here in the second half. North St. Paul needing something to get going. Tartan looking to keep their hot streak going. Twyman misses the first one-on-one opportunity. Kearney on the far side, back to Kimmins, over to Weems. Binns. Ooh, looking for that oop again with Weems. Kearney over to Binns, out to Kimmins. Kearney looking to drive the lane. He'll throw this one up, and he gets it to go. This guy could not be stopped on the night. He's now up to 19 points, 8 above his season average. 5 threes, 2 two-pointers, 19 points on the night. Carter spins around Weems. He gets fouled by Weems. One and one. That's going to send Carter to the line. That's the 4th foul of the game for Kearney. So no matter how hot Kearney is, he's coming out of the game. Singer's coming in. That's not a bad swap off. Singer's a pretty good ball player as well. So Carter needs to make this 1-and-1 right here. Make both free throws. Down by 15. North St. Paul cannot let this get out of hand. Carter now up to 21. And 22. Cuts the lead to 13. Need a lot more than that. They're going to start needing some threes here. Season average for Carter is 31. Kimmins has 13 points himself. That's below his season average. Kimmins came in the game averaging 22.5, so he's 9.5 below his season average. Lots of ball game left, however. Kimmins slowing up that offense. Tartan's really been working the ball movement, getting that clock to run down. Singer's going to drive the lane. A lot of body on there. That one might be on Teaglin. And it is. That's the 3rd on Teaglin, and Singer's gonna be shooting 2. Singer misses the first. Singer's got 9 points on the night, all from 3-pointers. Clearly it was his pants that were bothering him on that last one. Gets the second one to go. He's now in double digits now for the Titans. 4th Titans player in double digits. Carter for 3. He gets fouled on the 3-pointer by Singer. So Carter will go to the line for 3.
Carter shoots 3.
Needs to make all 3 of them. 7:36 left to go in the second half. There's one. That's 2. Folks, in this rivalry, what we've seen is the team that plays at home usually wins the last 3 times. This night might be no different. So he makes all 3, and he's up to 25. Great move by Kimmins right there. Kimmins, 15 points on the night. Teaglin gets that one to go. The sophomore gets 2 points on the board, his 3rd and 4th point of the night. Only down by 11 now. A lot of ball game left. Kimmins has it on the near side. Down into Weems. Weems got a mismatch on Carter. I don't know why he's not taking advantage of that. Coach Klingsporn calling the plays. Singer. Weems passed down to Agawuma. That one's blocked by Carter, and that's foul. Not too sure about the call. Nonetheless, Agawuma is going to go to the line for 2. Coach Damian Johnson's not too happy about that call for North St. Paul. Coach Klingsporn mad at Binns. So we're in 2 shots here. That one's paint. Bank is open this late on Friday night for Agawuma. He gets his first points. Nope, he's got his 3rd point of the game. And 4th. No, he's got 6 points out of the game, excuse me. Langford Johnson, bring up the court, down by 13, North St. Paul. Something needs to happen here. We're almost at the 6-minute mark. Carter fakes the 3 from deep, and he shoots it closer, just rims out. Rebound by Muhammad. Foul on Singer. So that's gonna put Singer on the line. Singer's 2nd foul of the game. Double bonus now, North is in, so if they can keep driving the lane, drawing fouls, they can have a shot at coming back in this one and even making some 3s. Muhammad misses the 1st. See if he can make the 2nd. And he can. Muhammad now has 20 points. Weems gets it out to Kimmins. Just barely getting past the half-court line. Binns has it on the far side, has an open man, and Singer down low, and he gets the 2. Singer now up to 21 points. Deep 3 from Carter. No good. Langford Johnson near the rim. He doesn't get it to go. Singer throws up the layup for Kimmins, and he's got it for the Kimmins now up to 17. Carter, once again, another errant shot, can't get it to go. Weems keeps the ball alive, throws it up to Carter. We get a foul on Teaglin. That'll be Teaglin's 3rd. Look at this alley-oop, great body control by Kimmins. We got a timeout. This one's by North St. Paul. Not too great of a 2nd half for North St. Paul. This Tartan crowd is really excited here tonight. It's all smiles right now, as you can see on their faces. There's Athletic Director Brian Munter, probably tweeting it out on Twitter. Hey, Tartan's up by a lot. Yeah, I think he's using Siri to tweet. Nonetheless, Coach Klingsporn and the Titans are on a roll here in the 2nd half. Dorian Singer with 21 points for the sophomore, excuse me. Kearney's got 19, Weems has 15, Kimmins has 17, and for the Polars, it's really all the Carter and Muhammad show. Carter's got 25, Muhammad has 20. The next highest scorer is Langford Johnson and Teaglin with 4 points apiece. Really expected Langford Johnson to have a better year than he's having this year. He doesn't look like he really wants to shoot the ball too much. He's got the ball in his hands a lot. He's bringing it up, but he needs to use that big body and just drive the lane with it. I mean, he's a big point guard, and he's 6'3". Nonetheless, Kimmins looking to make this a 17, 18 point game here. This game is about to get out of hand. Kimmins looking for his 18th and 19th point. So 1-1, excuse me, looking for his 18th here. And 1-1. This one's good. 18 it is. Can he get the 2nd? This one also good. Kimmins up to 19 points and the lead's up to 18. This one's gotten out of hand here in the second half. Highly doubtful that North St. Paul can pull this one out. Carter gets over to Langford Johnson. Langford Johnson being guarded heavily by Weems. Foul by Weems, a little too much body there. So Langford Johnson's going to go to the line in the double bonus. Langford Johnson looking for his 5th point of the night. There, it did not go in. About as close as you can get to going in there. Zimple's in for Teaglin now. Does get the second one to fall, and Weems picks up the rebound. Almost a steal by Muhammad. Great defense. Get over to the midcourt line to Weems. Spins for 3. No good. Weems gets a rebound. And he gets it again after he misses, and he gets it up again. Ball finally corralled in by Langford Johnson. He gets it out to Muhammad. Muhammad drives the lane on Kimmins. Keeps the ball alive. Now to Langford Johnson. Langford Johnson, 2-stepping. Going to be called for a travel. I don't know if that was a travel. So we're gonna get some substitutions in. Wells, let's see this. Let's see if this was a travel. That was not a travel. As you can see, Langford Johnson was clueless. Nonetheless, he shuts up and he keeps playing. Don't want to get a technical here with your team down by 18, as we've already seen Kearney get teed up for 1 for Tartan. 4:44 left to go here in the second half. North St. Paul 58, Tartan 76. Putting a whomping on here in the second half. And Kearney can't get the layup to go, but he's going to go to the line for 2. North St. Paul being outscored 38-26 here in the second half. First one, good. Kearney is now up to 20 points. Heck of a game from the young man who normally averages 11. A lot of depth on this team for Tartan. Kimmins 19, Weems 15, Kearney gets 21, Singer 21. Singer, just a sophomore, kid's got a very bright future ahead of him, not only in basketball but in football as well. He's a heck of an athlete, a wide receiver they can always count on. Carter just hasn't been able to get the ball to go in the hoop today, even though he has 25 points. Singer gets that one to go. 24 points now, 23-point lead with 4 minutes left to go. Muhammad has been awfully quiet this half. Gets a little windmill layup to go. He's up to 22. Singer feeling it, misses. Rebound goes to LeRon Thomas. Yeah, North St. Paul led for most of the first half. You got to think that a lot of these threes by DeJuan Carter here in the second half have been from beyond NBA range, just shots he shouldn't be taking. That led to a lot of missed shots that, you know, was capitalized off of by Tartan. So Langford Johnson going for the and one opportunity. Langford Johnson so far on the night has 6 points, looking for number 7. Tartan 13 fouls this half, but like in the women's game, the more aggressive team is putting a butt whooping on the other team. Both teams were Tartan. So he gets the and one opportunity to go. 63-81. This game's well out of hand, but expect North St. Paul to continue playing with a lot of effort. Ball tipped away by Muhammad, goes out of bounds. It'll stick with Tartan. The first half was a lot closer than this, folks. Really expected a closer second half, but these two teams will play again. They play February 12th, and you bet we'll be on that game. Or try to be. Weems driving the lane. He's got a man. That's Singer, or that's Kearney, who gets it out to Singer. Kearney driving the lane, dishes it out to Benz. Benz with the move, gets it back out to Kearney. We're going to foul on Langford Johnson. It's going to put Weems at the line. Weems looking for a 16th point. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity. They had 9 fouls now, 1 away from 10 to get the double bonus. First one and only one, no good. Rebound goes to Kearney, out to Benz. Singer. Tough defense by Muhammad, and we're gonna get the foul. That's gonna put them in the double bonus, and Ben's gonna go to the line.
Tartan double bonus, shooting 2 for the Titans. 22, Langston Hill.
Benz gets the first one to go. 3rd point of the game. Gets the next one to go. He's got 4 points now. Agawami is in now. Agawami, 6 points on the night. 6'4" senior. Langford Johnson, bring up the ball. He's got 7 points on the night. Nice little spin move right there. Nothing going. Ron Thomas gets his 4th point of the game, the rebound and layup. Almost to the 2-minute mark here. Full court press being put on by Tartan. We got timeout by Coach Klingsporn. Man was trapped in a double team in the quarter of the midcourt. Let's look at the standings. So Tartan is going to move to 3-1, and North St. Paul is going to move to 2-1. So Tartan will jump North St. Paul in the standings. North St. Paul will go to 6-5. Tartan will likely go to 10-2. And not too sure who Matamidi is, but we will have Matamidi and Tartan on the 31st. So that's a game you're gonna want to watch as Matamidi is undefeated in the conference so far. Not too sure how they're doing tonight. They got a really good player, Javon Hadley. I'd love to see him go up against Kimmons. Hadley Jr. was a star as a sophomore, just another year better, just like Kimmons. It should be a really interesting matchup. Not the second half North St. Paul wanted here tonight. I don't know too much to say. A lot of silly shots taken by Dwan Carter, to tell you the truth. He took a lot of shots that were errant. He's a nice young kid. He's got a bright young future wherever he plays basketball at after this, at any level. But taking threes from, almost mid-court just is not gonna win you the game. Inbounds pass goes to Kimmons. Agawami gets it out to Kearney, over to Kimmons. They're gonna waste a lot of clock here. Agawami looking to pass out of it. We've got to travel. North St. Paul's ball. Yeah, Coach Klingsporn not too sure what the refs are seeing. I think he thinks the refs were starring in the movie Bird Box. Muhammad looked like he was fouled, but I think the refs are kind of over this game, to tell you the truth. And we're going to get a foul now on this, and this one's going to go on number 4, Twyman. McKeel Twyman. Gibbons looking for his 20th point of the game. Season average 22.5, so he's right there. So the first one's good to get Kimmins up to 20 points. Sorry, I was checking my numbers there. Second one's good. He's now got 21 points. 16 for 20 at the line tonight for Tartan. High school basketball, 80% is going to do very well for you. North St. Paul missing a lot of free throws right there. Got to imagine they're not near 80% from the free throw line. Having a rough go about it. You know, but a young team for North St. Paul. There's 2 points there for Thomas. He's up to 6 on the layup. Kearney with a great pass to Kimmins to get the ball past the half-court line. And we're going to get a foul here against Muhammad. It's going to be another 2 for Kimmins, looking for his 22nd and 23rd point. Nice kicks there on the zoom in. Great camera work down there on the sidelines. Great job by Kenny. Misses the first. Drills the second, so he's not his season average by 22. I mean, he's 22.5, but he's right there, folks. Langford Johnson get called for the charge. So Tartan substituting some guys in, taking Gibbons out. You got to imagine that's all for him tonight. Rest of those legs, young man. You got St. Thomas Academy coming up. North St. Paul has Hill Murray coming up, so that should be an easy win. This one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be North St. Paul ball. Inbounds pass into Muhammad. He drives the lane, hits it off of Kearney's leg, and it goes straight to Singer. Over to Binns, out to Kearney, over to Whalen. Whalen in now. Singer, wide open Whalen. He missed him a little too late. Binns is going to shoot a wide open 3. That one's good. Binns now up to 7 points on the night. 22-point lead for Tartan. Huge long distance 3 there from North St. Paul. Muhammad's got it now. He hits the 3. Muhammad's up to 25. 38 seconds left to go. Binns gets the ball knocked away by Twyman. Ball's gonna go back to Tartan. We're getting some subs here for Tartan. Some JV players in. There are some older players. You got senior Shaquille Young, as well as number 13, Max Migler, a senior. So 2 seniors coming into the game. And the ref on the baseline was confused. He thought it was North St. Paul's ball. It was Tartan's ball. The other ref does a great job in letting him know. It's all about communication, just like in relationships. Refs got to have it too. So Migler gets it to Binns. Binns with a spin move and the layup. He misses. 24 seconds left to go. Toure still in the game. Loses the ball. So stick around after the game. We'll hit you guys with some stats from the game and this blowout win by Tartan. It was completely different second half than the first half. Tartan took the lead late in the first half and they never looked back. Going on a 53. a 53-40 run to really pull away in this game. Outscoring North in the second half quite easily. Not too sure who scored the last 2 points, but here are the stats for you guys. North St. Paul shooting 40, just below 50% from the line. Tartan 17-22, so shooting fantastically for a high school game. North St. Paul almost 35% from the three-point line. And Tartan really increasing their three-point average. They're 33% at the half. They got just above that in the second half, really making a lot of threes. North St. Paul lost the turnover battle. Tartan had more fouls, but in the end it didn't matter. A lot of errant shots by North St. Paul really put them in a hole. Kimmons ends up with 22 points. Weems got 15. Singer led the way with 24 points tonight for Tartan. Tartan moves to 10-2. North St. Paul goes to 6-5. That's all from Tartan High School. Good evening and good night.